What's up, guys? Matt Fragger back again with another fragrance review. Hope everybody is doing great out there. Today, I just want to share with you a few cologne fragrances that I have in my collection, and my collection pretty much lives in the cologne slash budget space. So, got a lot of clones in here, and I don't have a super large collection, especially comparatively to a lot of you out there. Just a little over 100 bottles, but a lot of clones, and out of all the clones I have, these are the ones that I wear on a pretty consistent basis. These are the ones I find myself reaching for and wearing a lot, and I just thought I'd share them with you guys. So the first one is going to be one that everybody's familiar with, and that's Lattafa's Assad. This is a clone of Dior Sauvage Elixir, and a really good one. But just this is, despite the fact that Dior Sauvage Elixir, I feel, is not the most versatile fragrance out there, this one for me is very versatile. Like, this is, I mean, I would even go so far as to say this is just a dumb reach for me. Like, if I'm going somewhere and I don't want to think about what I'm going to wear, I don't have something else planned, I just grab this and put it on. This is like almost one of my number ones to wear. Like if I'm just going to Walmart or just going out real quick, going to the post office, something like that. I like to put this on. This is a great fragrance. It has excellent performance, and it just hits no matter when I wear it. I just enjoy the experience wearing this one. So Assad by Lattafa. That's the first one. The second one I want to talk about is Jack of Clubs by Fragrance World. This is a clone of YSL L'Homme Bleu Electrique, La Nuit de L'Homme Bleu Electrique. And this one is, yes, it's got like a freshness to it, but it's not one that I would say is like seasonally fresh, meaning like you don't have to just wear this in warm weather. You know what I mean? Like it's got a freshness to it. That cardamom kind of that's in here is just so like uplifting, and like I don't know, it just makes you feel good. But yeah, this is just one of those fragrances that I do reach for on a pretty consistent basis. I love this DNA, that La Nuit de L'Homme DNA. I really like, and this is a clone that I find myself wearing quite a bit since I've had this. I haven't had this one for too long, but since I've had it, I have found myself really wanting to wear this. So, Jack of Clubs by Fragrance World is the second one, and then this next one. This is, out of all the clones that I have in my collection, more specifically, the clones that I have that I've either smelled the real thing or I had owned the real thing. This is the one that I think is the best as far as being an alternative to the original, and you don't need to buy the original if you have this. And just my opinion, that's Lattafa the Kingdom. I have not had this very long. There is already, I guess, considering as many fragrances I have, and I don't wear any one fragrance with a consistency, really. But that's, for me, I've worn this quite a bit. So, yeah, this is one that if you're looking for a clone of Jean Paul Gaultier La Male Elixir, and there's a few out there. There's a new one just came out, a Club de Nuit clone of Elixir. There's Hawass just dropped a new Elixir that I've heard is a really good representation of La Male Elixir. But this one, I got this one. I smelled this. I've worn this a few times, quite a few times already. And just to me, I don't need another La Male Elixir clone if I have this. I feel like this satisfies my needs for a clone of La Male Elixir, and the performance on this is great. I mean, this thing has I expected it to have decent performance, and I thought after the first like time or two I wore it, I thought, I was convinced that it has great performance. But the more I wear it, the more I realize that like this thing really does perform like very well. That's definitely not any issue with this one, is performance. and the scent profile is spot on. It is a little bit on the fresher side, I guess you could say, in certain aspects, especially in the opening. It's a little bit kind of like brighter and more lifted than Le Male Elixir is. That one is the original. That um, is a little darker and richer than this. I will say that. But as far as a Le Male Elixir clone goes, for me, this one does it for me. I don't need another Le Male Elixir clone. This is going to cover that need for me, and it just smells fantastic, and it lasts forever and projects great. Like, I really really like this one. This is my favorite clone probably out of all the clones I have. This is my favorite one as far as doing the scent profile of the fragrance that it's interpreting the best. Like, this one nails it. Lattafa nailed it with this clone. So Lattafa, the Kingdom, that is a damn good clone, and one that I look forward to wearing consistently, reaching for over and over going forward as well. So the next one I want to talk to you about is one that I have had in my collection for a long time. I've had this for over a year, and kind of got this when I first started doing first started really getting into this fragrance thing a little more seriously, and I started doing reviews. Um, this is one that's been in the collection for a long time, but I still say to this day that this is one of my best fragrances, one of my favorite fragrances, and as I just mentioned with the Kingdom, this one comes super close to the original and performs great, and that is Shiaka by Kodlaj. Actually, I should say Shiaka Silver or Shiaka Red is what it's commonly referred to, because there is a blue version of this. There is a Shiaka Blue, which is, not to be confused with what's going on here. But this is a clone of Reflection Man by Amouage. And when I had got a decan of that and sampled a decan of that stuff, and oh man, I was just blown away by the scent profile. At the time, it was like nothing I'd ever smelled or experienced before. This was, like I said, about over a year ago, about a year and a half ago. This was when I was first starting to get serious about fragrances, and this fragrance blew me away because I had the decant of Reflection Man. I love that decant. I love that smell so much that I went searching for a clone of it right away. I had to find a clone of it. Found this, never turn back, never will turn back. I won't even entertain the possibility of picking up another clone of Reflection Man because it's covered right here. Great performance, absolutely wonderful scent profile, white florals, and just it's so classy, and like, this is one that if I am gonna dress up and like go out to, like, say a birthday dinner with my family or something like that, like for an occasion, I'm gonna wear this. This thing is gorgeous, and I love it so much. And if you like the Reflection Man DNA, if you've ever smelled Reflection Man, this is a clone that is gonna get you there. Not just on the performance, but the scent profile is just like almost spot on to Reflection Man. And also, if I could just interject, Gucci Guilty as well. Gucci Guilty Elixir is also very close, representation. Like, it's also very close to Reflection Man as far as scent profile goes, and this one is similar to that quite a bit as well. But yeah, just one of my favorites in my collection, and a super good one. I highly recommend anybody to pick this up. It's versatile, it performs great, it smells great, and I think a lot of people could wear this and get down with it and enjoy it. So that's Shiaka Red by Kodlaj, and that is an excellent fragrance. Now, the last one that I want to talk about, is one that I've not had very long at all. Matter of fact, I just did a first impressions on this not too long ago, and I haven't even done a full review. Come back and done a full comprehensive review on this, just the first impression. But I'm putting this in this video and in this list because I have full confidence that going forward in the future, I'm going to be reaching for this thing like crazy. I've been wearing this more than I should lately. Over the past, I just find myself when I'm deciding something to wear, it's hard to pick. Now, again, this one is more of a fall winter scent. This is a fall winter fragrance, and for this time of year where we are right now, this one is great. And this is one that I wouldn't really see being as good in the as the weather warms up. So that kind of has something to do with it. Like, I want to make sure I wear the hell out of this thing while it's still cold out, because it is absolutely fantastic for cool weather. And that is going to be Afnan's Tobacco Rush. This thing, since I've had it, I have just enjoyed the shit out of this. It's got this really super powerful magnetic cap. I love the bottle. I like the look of it. I've heard some say that it's a tacky bottle, but I really personally like it. And this fragrance here, I mean, guys, oh, I just got to spray this. Oh man, like, this is just such a great, warm, spicy, leathery. Definitely, you get the oud in here. Just all around, this is just a great tobacco fragrance and a great cool weather fragrance. This one has been, since I first got this and smelled it, it's been a love affair that I can see definitely going forward into the future. Performance on this is great. Projects really well. Lasts a long time. Performance is not going to be an issue here. And like, this is one that it could be a little challenging to some. Yes. Not the most versatile fragrance in the world, no. Not a mass appealing fragrance. But if you're somebody who just loves those warm, cozy, spicy, kind of like, just that kind of DNA of fragrances that are just perfect for cool weather, this one you have got to pick up and try. It's amazing. I haven't seen a whole lot of reviews on it or a whole lot of hype behind it. I would love to see this one get really hyped, because I think it deserves to be hyped. I think it deserves more people just need to find out about this, because I mean, like I said, I've been doing these fragrance reviews for like I don't know, maybe a year and a half or something like that. And like I said in the beginning, my collection pretty much lives in that clone budget space. And that's mostly what I talk about on this channel is budgets and clones and stuff like that. And this one is right at the freaking top. Like, this one is one of the best clone fragrances I've ever smelled. And okay, I almost wrapped it up without telling you. This is, according to what I've seen and heard, this is a clone of Mystery Tobacco by Carolina Herrera, which I've never tried. But it does have some resemblances to, and I've seen it compared also to, Red Tobacco, but definitely not redundant of Red Tobacco. If you have Red Tobacco or a inspired by fragrance that smells like Red Tobacco, that doesn't mean that you don't want to pick this one up. Believe me, this thing is absolutely amazing. If you like leather, if you like warm, spicy tobacco, this is a must-have, in my opinion. And I am going to come back and still do a full review of this. I haven't yet, but I had to put this on this list, even though I haven't had it very long, just because, point blank, it's one of my favorite clones in my collection. It just is. Love at first smell on this one, guys, really. So Afnan's Tobacco Rush, that is one of my latest and best pickups. So there you go, guys. Any of these fragrances that I talked about today, are these are ones that are actually, out of all the fragrances I have in this collection, these are ones that really get a lot of wear, get a lot of attention. I reach for these a lot, and going to continue to reach for these going forward in the future. And I would recommend, suggest, hats off to any of these fragrances here. These are all worth having in your collection. If you don't have all of these in your collection, I think maybe you should consider them. That's just my opinion. These are ones that if especially if you're somebody who incorporates a lot of clone fragrances in their collection, and that's kind of a thing that you really like to do is collect clone fragrances, then I think all 5 of these need to be in your collection, honestly. So thanks for joining me for another video, guys. I'm the Mad Fragger. If you haven't subscribed yet, I would appreciate it if you did. That'd be cool. I do appreciate you joining me for another video. I'm hoping going forward here that as we kind of transition from the winter into the spring, that I can share some new stuff with you that I'll be picking up, and that I can turn you guys on to something good going forward that maybe you'll add to your collection. And that's kind of my goal here, guys, is to just share with you stuff that I think is really good, and hope that you'll try it out and you'll enjoy it as much as I do. I just want to share with people out there who love frags the way I do, what I think are the best ones, and hopefully I'll be able to turn you on to something that you end up falling in love with, and it becomes one of your favorites in your collection. So I'm the Mad Fragger. Thanks for joining me for another video. I'll see you next time.